Greetings, listener. Please enjoy the unintelligible ramblings of your favorite dynamic trio, Arva, Farah, and Westy, as they explore the realm of my cryptid kin. Welcome to The Unintelligibles.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unintelligibles podcast, where we honestly ramble and bullshit for an hour. And y'all listen. Welcome back. Or if it's your first time here, hi.
Go back to the first episode.
Yeah, why are you here at episode? Wait, why are you here at episode? Go listen to the first
Better
one.
binge this.
Yes.
You've made episodes. What the heck?
Wait, I can't. It's episode AFK. Bleep that. Bleep what episode we're recording right now. Hold on. Bleep that. Bleep that.
Wait,
Anyway,
we've done bleep episodes.
Oh
Whoa,
my god, whoa.
that's crazy.
No way.
insane. So, my name is Westy. I am a little shit gremlin, and I am joined by two other shit gremlins. We have Arva.
Hey, yeah, I'm number 2 or 3 if you're nasty.
What? Excuse me.
And then we have the very confused Farah, who just woke up from a nap.
I fell asleep by accident, and I don't know what year it is anymore.
Best kind of nap, though. We wake up like, I don't even know what year I went to sleep in or where I am now.
Yeah, and then you have the sheet markings on your body. You're
Yep.
like, wow.
Dude, my parents were like, they were like they've got a new bed frame recently, and they were tightening up the bolts, because it was like creaky. So I woke up and all I kept hearing was like brr brr from like a drill, and I was what the fuck is going on? Where am I? What is happening? What is that sound?
Uh,
I didn't set this alarm.
I mean, it was your turn to be late today.
Yeah.
True.
For those of you keeping track at home, it was Farah's turn to be late, and she
My
was.
turn.
How you both doing today?
Oh my gosh.
Tired, but good.
I don't even I can't even process information. I'm like I'm still in I'm like in another world right now.
That's fair.
You
Wake
know when
up!
you
Wake
you
up!
know,
Nightmares.
nightmares. You know when you wake up and you walk around, but you still feel like you're in a dream, and it's like, whoa.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The first hour of waking up is like that for me.
It only happens. I don't nap ever. Like I can't fall
Mm.
asleep. But I was so tired, and then the only time that happens is when I fall asleep by accident.
I can't relate to that. I
Yeah.
love naps.
It fucked me up a little bit.
I support myself purely on naps and stay awake forever.
Oh my god. I know a lot of people that purely just like thrive on naps, and they just take naps throughout the day, and that's their sleep. And I'm like, damn.
Yes,
I can
I
do
don't know
that.
I
how
can't
you
do that.
guys do that. I can't. I need like a period of 7 to 8 hours of sleep where I cannot function.
I need at least 6.
As long as
Usually
I'm
just
getting
6.
2 or 3 at a time, I'm fine.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
I would pass out.
Yeah, there's no way.
The older you get, the less sleep you need. I am
Yeah,
ancient.
and as we all know, you are ancient. Yeah, exactly.
I'm a
Oh,
rickety old man.
oh, not rickety.
I rolled over
No.
the other day and my back popped in like 5 places. And all I hear next to me is, Jesus Christ, did you die? So yeah, that's just the rigor mortis. Don't mind that.
I had my hip pop once so loud that everyone in the Discord call heard it. It was the most embarrassing thing ever. I thought it was quiet, like it didn't get picked up, and I just shuffled in my chair in a big pop. And then everyone's like, what was that? Arva, was that you? And I was like, you heard that? Oh, that was my hip. Oh.
Sorry, I was just ripping ass in the microphone.
Sorry, that was just my body decaying.
Damn. I feel that though.
Dude,
Just a head
I
start.
tell a lot of the people in my program at school, university right now are younger than me, and I'm like, guys, once you hit 20, it's like all downhill. This one girl just turned 20, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, like I get getting sick so often recently. Like my back is killing me." And I'm like, "Dude, it's because you hit 20. Like you're fucked now."
I mean,
Yeah, and it's
sadly,
doubled every time you hit the next decade. 30,
Oh
ooh,
yeah,
40.
you're in rough shape by then.
ow.
No, no, no. It's just a little
Do you
milestone to celebrate.
disagree?
No, not at all. I just still feel called out.
No. This is not a call out to anyone. It's just genuinely fuck. Good luck.
Well then, what a perfect transition. Sorry, my brain's so a little zapped here because it's not actually a perfect transition. I did the Death Nut Challenge while wearing a shot collar last night, so my brain got a little fried.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna call it
God.
a transition, though. I had to bring that up because it was fucking funny.
I wish I was there. I can't believe I missed it.
Never Death Nut while wearing a shot collar tied to Twitch bits.
I couldn't get
never
to
planned
level 5. It was too spicy for me. I think I'm just too white.
I did level 5 twice. Yeah.
I'll pass probably.
That's honestly fine. It wasn't anything special. So,
Okay.
I forgot what transition I originally had and I realized it didn't work, so I was like, veer. Anyway, tell me, for both of you here, have you heard of the little known...
The Muffin Man.
I mean, probably is on this list somewhere. The very little known world of cryptids.
Yeah, I love
Yes.
cryptids. My favorite cryptid artist is Trevor Henderson. He's so good.
So, perfect. Arva, how about you?
Very rough. I used to be very into it, and I haven't really like kept up with it in years. But I'm aware.
Okay. So you're all a little bit familiar. Tell me, what is your favorite cryptid? Just the one that comes to your head when you hear the word cryptid. What's the one that comes to your head immediately?
I think this counts, and simply because I want to fuck him, Slenderman.
You know what? We'll count Slenderman. That's fine. He's worked his way into like,
That's a
the
good
category.
one. Yeah.
And Farah, when you hear the word cryptid, what's the one that comes to your head?
There's a lot. Obviously, there's like the whole SCP universe, which I'm like a
Yeah.
SCP fanboy.
That's
But
fair.
probably Wendigos. I really like Wendigos.
Okay.
Ooh.
Good picks, both of you. So yeah, cryptids. Honestly, I count it like a lot of things as cryptids at this point because it's like SCPs technically aren't, but I kind of mainstream culture has made them into cryptids, I would say.
Yeah, it's kind of just like any urban legend, myth, sort of monstrous being. And even though SCP is supposed to be a fictional universe, I feel like it's so expanded and like oh my gosh, it's just like there's so much going on. And some of it, I mean, the pictures are real.
Yeah, the pictures are the ones that have pictures, depending, because we're not counting SCP-3000. Fucking 2,000-foot long serpent. That picture ain't real. So some of them are, but they've kind of permeated the zeitgeist here, the culture, where a lot of horror movies, I feel, you could look and be like, that's just an SCP. But then we have the classics, you know. We got your Wendigos, we got your Bigfoots, Nessie. The ones that kind of kicked it off. But what I want to do today, I have a list here. It's a very long list. We're not going to get through all of them. I apologize now if we don't get to your favorite cryptid.
The Muffin Man, obviously.
Obviously, yes. You can let us know your favorite cryptid in the comments below if you're on YouTube or if you're on Spotify. Go to YouTube. Leave a
Go to
comment.
YouTube. Yeah.
Mm,
Why are you on Spotify?
No. You listen to both Spotify and YouTube. Listen to both.
You should
at the
listen to them
same
both at the
time.
same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like press
Yeah.
play at the exact same time.
Exactly. Let it just play on repeat all night while you're asleep, or all day while you're asleep. I don't judge.
I promise we won't say any subliminal messages.
Of course not. Not at all. Nothing at all. Nightmares. Give me all your bits. Nightmares. You know, we're fine. So, I have a very long list here of it's a bunch of random. I mixed them up a bit. And I figured what a fun thing that we can do. There it is. I figured that a fun thing that we can do here, since I have this list and I have this little tier bracket here, is I'm going to give you a description of a cryptid. Just the description, not the name. If one of you can tell me the name of the cryptid, you'll get bonus points. Otherwise, we'll move on to just where would you rank this particular cryptid. If you can't tell me a name, I'll of course let you know. And if there's a picture that goes with it, I will share the picture. I will put like mine in a secret category. So for example, if I looked at, say, Nessie, and I think, well, Nessie kind of kicked it all off, so that's going to be, A tier. But Farrah comes in and says Nessie's stupid, that's F tier. And Arva's like, well, that's a B. Arva would get the points, probably 2 points just because he's closer to me. Farrah only gets 1.
So we have to guess what you put them as.
I wouldn't say guess what I put them as, because if you can make an argument on why it's trash tier and make me move my selection down.
Okay, I was hoping that we could argue.
Yes.
I'm
So if I
ready.
put that at A, Arva's B, but you're F, and then Farrah, you're like, well, it's been disproven this, and this, it's so overplayed. I'll be like, yeah, maybe you're right. And I lower it down to like a C, then you're both at 1. So I have a nice extensive scoreboard. I'm putting myself more work here. I've given myself a full-time job over here. Y'all better like this episode. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe.
He's putting in the work.
Yeah, I've made myself like a nice little, I don't know how to describe it. So I got 3 screens up at the moment full of this.
Damn.
This is going to be the most
I'm
work I've been doing an episode. So, I
didn't wake up prepared to do like a pop quiz today.
That's okay. You got this.
So, it's fine. You got this. It's going to be just the description. And I'm pulling this from a little bit everyone's culture. There's American, there's Canadian, there's Middle East, there's that's Asian culture. It's a little bit of everywhere. I was clicking through and looking at the origins real quick. Dear God, I want to get to this one. Anyway,
I'll try my best.
So yeah, if you don't know the name of it, that's fine. But I have quite a few, and for these pictures, I'm just gonna send them in the group chat. If I give them to AFK at the end, she can edit them into the YouTube. If you're not watching YouTube, by the way, AFK does a lot of fun little edits there, so you're really missing out.
Yeah, you get extra content if you go to YouTube.
That's true. Even though Spotify is the only thing that counts towards sponsorships, but they're just dickheads at this point.
Damn.
Right.
Spotify, come on. I love you.
Throwing shade.
That's okay. Spotify, don't listen to this. We're safe. Anyway, we're going to kick this one off nice and simple. So this first cryptid is said to look like a fat black bear in shape, but completely hairless except for its prominent eyebrows and bristly hairs on its chin. It has dark, smooth, and extremely tough coal-black leather-like skin, which makes it invulnerable to bullets, rocks, and arrows. Anything shot at the beast simply bounces off. But it is weak to fire. It's said that they combust and burn like rubber. After forest fires, the smell of burning rubber and screams can be heard.
All right. Walrus, final answer.
A walrus is a cryptid? Have you ever seen a walrus? Farrah,
No,
do we need to
have
take a
you?
vacation?
I've not seen a walrus before, no. In person.
All
I've
right.
seen a seal.
Shit, I feel like I know what this is.
The forest fire! Yes, the seals of the forest! Burn them all!
They also smell like rubber when they're burnt.
You know, I can't
Don't
argue
go
that.
burn a seal.
Don't do that.
Shit.
I have no idea. I have no idea what this is.
I feel like I know. I feel like I know. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Is this Canadian?
I will let you know where it's from after.
I don't think it is.
Okay. So I've not heard of this.
I have no idea.
So
It's something adjacent to Bigfoot, or not Bigfoot, but similar, I feel like, or I might be wrong.
So this particular cryptid is called the Gumbiro. It is native to Canada and the northern states of the U.S. The Gumbiro is said to always be hungry, can devour anything that looks like food. For example, a horse or a lumberjack it can eat in one sitting, but it is not swift, and it's not very annoyed at the presence of enemies. It can sometimes be considered a gentle giant when it's fully fed. I'm going to share a picture of this lovable fat fuck. Look at this thing right here. Imagine you come across this.
That's way different than I thought it was gonna look. Oh my god!
Look at his face, dude.
What a
He's giving you
stupid little
eyebrows.
smug face.
He's giving you eyebrows.
That's
bro.
the face of like it walked up to a campsite, unzipped somebody's tent, farted real nasty, and then zipped it closed.
That's exactly the face it's giving.
It's got stink lines on the bottom too, you'll notice. It totally let
yeah,
one rip.
it does. Oh my god. That is completely opposite to what I thought it was gonna look like, but I like it so much more.
It's hilarious. Some of these won't always have pictures. I'll kind of, if they do have one, I'll, give it. But yeah. So knowing that, Arva, where would you rank this particular cryptid based on appearance and description?
And we're doing like S to F rank kind of thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Honestly, this guy's a little silly. I'm gonna rank him at an A. An A because of his smug look, the fact that he would fart in someone's tent and smile about it, and the fact that he smells like burnt rubber when he's burnt.
That was the funny
That's
part.
kinda
It's
fun.
like they just combust and they smell like burning rubber
I know.
or
That one threw me
plastic.
for a loop. So A, I think A. I like him. They're silly little guys.
Farrah, where would you put the Gumbiro?
I'll put him at a B. I don't think it's quite A rank. But I like cryptids that aren't always just like evil and like will kill you.
This thing is
Um,
just, it's hungry. Like once it's fully fed, it's a gentle giant. But when
Yeah,
it
it's
does
like-
get hungry, it will
Yeah.
eat you without hesitation.
Which is just like most animals. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's honestly fair.
It's true. That's true.
It's really just an animal. Like it's not maliciously
Yeah.
after you. It's
Which
just
is
kind of
like-
there.
I don't know. I like cryptids that I like cryptids that are based on real things, but maybe a little bit more fanatical. This guy just seems like a regular old Joe, so I don't put him all the way up at A, but I think B. Like he seems like a funny little guy.
B.
Yeah.
I like his toes.
Yeah, his little feet.
Yeah, he's got little claws.
It looks like they go all the way around because he needs like a firm grip for that body. He's not very fast either, so he could probably like walk away from him at a good pace.
He looks like he makes like the ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, like sound when he walks.
He does!
That's
Well.
so true.
Honestly, I put this guy at an A because it's just very fun. Because it's like a very fun cryptid, you know? He's not
Yeah.
intentionally trying to get you. He's just hungry. He's like, if he's fully fed, you could just sit and chill for a while. He'd be totally cool with you. He has that smug look like he just ripped the rankest ass and is waiting for you to notice. He's just an overall fun little dude.
I do think that his breath would absolutely reek.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
without question. Without question.
and he
So,
would speak breathily too, so you smell it every time.
oh god.
Hey guys.
He's the kind of guy that like burps right in your direction, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. So, with that, Arvor's going to get 2 points. Fairy going to get 1.
Epic.
Yes.
You didn't want to try and argue him any lower just based on that? Because
I mean, am I allowed to argue now?
I mean, if you want to throw any last ones before we moved on. Because he heard what I had to say, and like I said, everything I said, he just seems like a nice little guy. He's not intentionally harmful. He's just like an animal. He's a fun animal.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't never seen him, so I think you should try harder.
Oh.
Damn. He was first seen in 1939, described as a stove-shaped Gumbaro.
Stove.
I can see it.
I like him even more now. That made me like him more being described
I wonder
as
what they
stove-shaped.
saw. I wonder if it was just like a bear with alopecia.
I do have the original drawing here. If you'd like to see the original drawing.
Oh yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, this is apparently from a Canadian lumberjack who drew what he saw in the woods.
What the fuck
Oh
is
my
that?
god.
He said that it was attempting to climb a tree. It was attempting to climb a tree. He noticed that it had extra feet on which it wore lumberjack boots. Which is then
I think
been
he
revised.
was. I think he might have been high.
Right? It has then since been revised to the original image, though.
Right. Yeah, this one looks like this is insane.
Yeah. This is a fever dream right here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Still carrying that silly guy energy though. Just like a silly little guy.
It really
He
is.
looks more like a turtle.
Or a possum.
He's like a nuclear bomb with a mouse head.
Jesus Christ. Hey, he is. All right. Yeah, so Arbor, you're getting 2 points. Fairy, you're getting 1. I don't think there's a lot to argue with this first one, just because he's just like a little animal. You're right. You know, like it's a nice easy start. So we are going to move on. Where is my this one was an interesting one. I could tell you where this one is originally from, but this one is a person who possesses a miniskirt. When they put on the miniskirt, it begins to grow larger, turn yellow and black. The person is then transformed into a cat-like monster where he or she must find another victim to devour to release his or her soul.
What the fuck?
Okay, so she's surfing. Oh my god, I have no idea. I
I've
love the
never heard of
concept
that
of this
one.
though.
So, I'll give you this one. In Asian countries, it's quite a lot of them actually. China, Japan, India, Malaysia, Borneo, and Java. They are said to consume livestock, especially chickens. If a man vomits feathers, it is believed that he is one of these creatures.
Weird.
Oh,
Okay.
that sounds a
I
little
think
more
it
familiar.
sounded Asian. I know because they have a lot of like possession of common objects.
You know, also giving you the
Yeah.
countries of origin to narrow it down. Looking at this was like, yeah, it'd be hard to guess.
I don't think I've heard of this one.
I feel like this one's familiar. I don't know the name for sure, but I've might have heard of this one.
Would you like to take
Before.
a guess on what the name could be?
Oh.
Is it an Asian name?
No, actually.
Oh, okay. fucking Fred.
I didn't mean an actual name, but sure, we'll put Fred on there. Honorable mention.
Just for the pun of it, a skirt walker.
You know what? I like that one. This is called a were-tiger. So when
Oh,
yeah, so when you put on the mini skirt, it stretches out and over and becomes the skin of a tiger. And,
right.
That sounds like a Spice Girls song.
And this is what they look like.
Let me see.
Oh my god.
Oh, what
That's
the?
a lot scarier than I
Oh
thought it
my
was gonna be.
gosh. I thought yeah, this is kind of weird.
Yeah. So these were-tigers, basically, you can figure out who's a were-tiger based on who's vomiting feathers as an early warning, or who has mini skirts. If you put on a mini skirt, you become a were-tiger. You must kill somebody to release the soul.
Is it a particular miniskirt or just in general?
It doesn't say. I think it just says a small skirt. So I guess it could
Right.
be any mini skirt.
Yeah.
But the second they put it on, it stretches and becomes skin over theirs.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
I have my ranking.
Have your ranking?
When was this? Do you know when this was originated?
When it was originated, it was... I'm looking for a date. It doesn't have a date on there. I'm guessing it was just... Yeah, first sighting unknown, last sighting unknown.
Yeah, and I think I know what it is. I'm gonna give this a C.
A C?
I think that the reason this came to be was to discourage women from wearing short skirts,
Okay.
which seems like the most logical thing. They were like, if you wear a skirt that's too short, you're gonna turn into a monster.
I can see that.
And-
It does apply to both men and women, though.
Yeah, well, then it was also meant to discourage men from wearing short skirts.
You know what? It was equal in its
They hated gay
discrimination.
guys. They hated feminine gay guys.
Mm.
That's what it was, bro. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like a boogeyman story, like they do it to stop you from doing whatever that it is that they don't want you to do.
Yeah.
That's
Which
very
I
fair.
think is lame.
That's, very fair. So you're at a C.
That changed my ranking.
Ooh, there you go. Arva, where would you put this one at?
I was going to do B because I thought it was like decent for like a tale. It was a very interesting concept. But then no, that makes sense. The way that Farah worded it and stated her opinion, I'm now a C also because it does feel like that. It does definitely feel like that. It's kind of like don't wear a short skirt because you're going to literally have to kill someone.
Yeah. Don't be a slut or you're gonna be a fucking furry.
Fuck, what if you're a slut and a furry? Does it cancel out?
Oh shit. No, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because when I read this,
you're screwed.
I like the idea of like possessed objects that like take you over. I think that's always a little neat depending on how it's done.
Yeah.
But this one, I agree with you, is very much like a women shouldn't wear skirts or they're going to be a monster. It's like, But I thought the vomiting feathers was like, okay, there's like a little bit of a twist there. I don't know why you're... Because they eat chickens, that's why. Because they eat the chickens as the werecat and then they vomit the feathers back out as human.
Right. That's what I remember from that whole thing. I remember hearing about the feather thing, and I think it's because, they eat the chickens.
Yeah, okay, that was the part I was like, all right, there's like a little bit of a tell there. That's fun.
See, now, the funniest thing is if this was made now, this, like, tale, and it was made by, like, a woman or a gay man or something of that variety, an ally, it'd be, like, a positive thing. Like, oh my god, you put on, like, a sexy little mini skirt, and you're, like, this baddie were-tiger, and you're gonna have to kill bitches.
Yeah.
But because this is an older tale, it's definitely in the other way.
Yeah, I think that's why I asked when it originated, but I mean, it's a mini skirt, so it's probably like I'm thinking late 1900s.
Yeah.
Maybe mid to late.
Yeah.
Which would make sense.
It lines up. Chronologically, it lines up.
It does. But yeah, that was kind of the meh one.
Mm,
All right, so we're all in agreement there. We got a nice little C
Yeah.
rating. So we'll move on. Let's do. Here we go. We'll do this one. So this one is actually American and Canadian. The earliest description of this creature was that similar appearance to a corpse with skeleton-like thin body, a skeleton-like thin body with gray skin, sunken eyes, bloody lips, yellow fangs, and a long slimy tongue. Later myths say that it was a lipless ape with giant fangs. Yeah. So think of like a humanoid corpse standing from the height
think I
of
know
a
what this is.
human up to about 15 feet tall.
I don't know if this is right or
This
not,
sounds
but
like a.
Skinwalker.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Wendigo. It sounds like a Wendigo to me.
Or Wendigo, yeah. The 15 feet threw me off, but like the
Yeah,
slender
it
and human
is.
size.
Skinwalker, yeah, would be taller like that.
So what's
But
the
I know.
But I feel like I'm too confident. I feel nervous.
I'll say Wendigo. I'll go with my original answer.
Okay, I'll go Skinwalker then.
The answer is Wendigo. Farrah gets a bonus point.
Yeah, I knew it's my favorite one. So as soon as you started describing it, I was like, yeah, Wendigo.
This is the Wendigo,
Yeah,
which
it
is
was made by I don't know which indigenous group originally started it, but it was commonly believed that if you ate human flesh, you would turn into one. So if you ever ate human flesh, you would get shunned.
Yeah, it's stated that it likely originated with the Algonquin people
Ooh, nice.
of North America and Canada and had since spread. Yep, they disguise themselves as humans in Wendigo form, destroy everything, and eat human flesh without control. So, I think Wendigos are probably like one of the most recognizable.
Yeah, especially since I think Intel Dawn really made them more mainstream.
Oh,
Like people know about them a
true.
lot more now.
That is true, but
I do like that the appearance, like it used to be the classic image of the Wendigo is like the one that you described with like the pale skin and stuff. But nowadays, I think people usually draw it with like a deer skull for a head and with antlers and stuff.
yeah,
Which
like
I think both of them look pretty cool.
like when you scroll and look through all the pictures, I mean, you can throw any picture of Wendigo up there. They range from looking like a corpse to wearing animal skins with antlers. There's one that's totally covered in hair. There's like one that's 15 feet tall, just looks like a almost like a yeti. There's so many different depictions of them. And Wendigos are fun. I'll give you that. Because there's a lot of different things that you can do with Wendigos. Like, you either... There was a movie that came out a while ago called Antlers that I thought was pretty good. That kind of handled Wendigos in a different way. So...
I never watched that. I'll have to
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those, it's like a little bit of a heavier movie, but it's pretty cool. Antlers. You get a free shout out for being a cool movie. So, Arva, where would you rank a Wendigo?
I think this one's hard. I'm leaning between, honestly, A and S, just because of, like you said, the variety that they've been represented or drawn as or seen as, and their appearances in media, especially Until Dawn. Well, I don't know. That's definitely not the first depiction of them, but that's the one that like I know I got the most exposure to Wendigos from, besides knowing what they were before. But like that's when I saw them, and they're fucking creepy in that game. Oh my god, the way that game was terrifying. I would rank them. Oh, I don't want to do S too soon yet, so I think I'm gonna go A.
A.
I think I'll do A.
Arva's doing A. Farrah, where would you put the Wendigo?
Well, I S tier. I love Wendigos, dude. I fucking love Wendigos. They're
Yes.
so. I just love the origins of them originally, like like the indigenous tale of like, oh, if you eat, because it was a way to deter when harvests were low, like say there was a cold snap or something like that and they didn't have food, there would be people who would get desperate and but they would discourage people from eating other people by basically saying like, oh, you'll turn into a wendigo. So it is kind of like another boogeyman, but I don't know, this one is just I think it has a special place in my heart because I love wendigos so much. I think they're pretty cool. Um and I like that there's a lot of popular media about wendigos now, which I'm glad because they're pretty versatile. Like
Mm.
you can put them in a lot of different stories. Like anything that takes place in the woods, basically, just pop a wendigo in there.
You know what? That is fair. I personally put them at an S. Just because, like Farah said, they're versatile. You can kind of put them almost anywhere. And it works really well.
I think there should be more wendigo movies.
There's a good amount
Yeah,
of
they're
people
so
looking for 'em.
creepy.
Like antlers, you just might not have found them.
It's true.
And the different depictions, because there's so many. There's like the zombie-like ones. There's like the actual forest monster ones,
Yeah.
and they're so versatile. I think. So I do agree with Fair. I think they're an S tier monster. They started out as a cautionary tale that didn't really have a lot of popular representation until Dawn, and now everyone just loves them. As weird as that is to say.
They're epic.
I like them. Yeah, that's
They're
an S
pretty
tier.
neat.
They're okay. No, they're good. I like those. The Fair, you get the 2 points. Now, we're definitely not getting through all of these because I have a huge list, but I went overboard to make sure that I would have more.
Pick
Just
out
in
your
case.
favorites.
Yeah.
Basically, this one is one of my favorites. You know what? Hang on. I'm going to save him. I have another one here. This one's actually interesting.
Okay.
So, this one I'm going to do for bonus points. So, this cryptid, covered in all black fur, stares at people with unblinking eyes from any dark corner. Although it is not aggressive, it has a terrible memory and is easily confused. This one is from North America.
That's just me when I wake up.
That's my sleep paralysis demon.
Right, we're chill. Oh shit. Fully black and fuzzy.
Fully black, fuzzy hair. It is not very tall, only stands about 2 feet. Unblinking eyes as it unblinking eyes as it stares at you. Has an awful memory. Is easily confused. It stares at you from around any corner and dark area of a room. So you can see its like bright reflective eyes just unblinkingly staring at you. Sometimes for hours at a time. But it's easily confused.
Shit.
Interesting. I don't know what this is called.
No?
Sleep paralysis demon.
Sleep paralysis demon.
The Hat Man.
And this is North America. Shit, I have no idea. I don't know what the name would be for this.
No idea.
Mitzi, my dog.
I'm gonna call it Pufflin.
I like Pufflin. This was a bit of a trick question. This is Adrian's cat Minerva, who haunted me all fucking night.
I said a void cat, but I was like, there's no way.
I said Mitzi, so I was getting there.
I was like, that sounds like
my
my
dog is
cat.
also black, and she stares at me.
Oh.
I'm putting this under common house cats because cats are cryptids. You cannot convince me otherwise. They do things that
Absolutely.
are unexplainable. They will stare at walls for hours. They will instantly forget what they were doing. They just do shit that makes no sense. Cats are cryptids.
It's true.
They are.
Yep. So Farrah, where do you rank
Oh,
house cats on the cryptid list?
dude, that made me think of house hippos.
House hippo.
I
Yeah.
I love house hippos.
I love house hippos. I'm so sad I never got one.
I know. I wanted one so bad. Where would I rank house cats? Um, I think I'll give them a B rank because they're cute and soft, but also they're assholes. And you have to clean up their shit. They like
I mean,
learn how to use the toilet. Meh.
I taught a cat how to use a toilet.
Yeah, it can be done.
Damn,
It's
I mean that cat's an A, but most cats.
true. That's single
I'm a
cat.
little biased because I'm more of a dog person. I do like cats though. And actually every cat I've ever met has been really gentle, but I know that some cats can be dickheads.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually Frisia's cat like has 2 litter boxes and literally will only poop on the floor.
Well,
that sounds about right.
so you gotta be Arva. Where do you put house cats?
S. I have to do
S.
S. I love my little babies. I love cats so much. I've had so many growing up. I think that I've had at least 4. Um, Maybe more that I don't remember as a baby, probably because we've always had a cat in the house. And my current one is a void cat, so he's very much a cryptid.
So you understood exactly what I was talking about the whole time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was gonna be a cat. I was like, this sounds like a cat, but I was like, there's no way. It's gonna be like
It's
some weird little 2-legged, like puffle looking thing that's black and just like cackles at you when it's standing looking at you. But it's a cat.
it is a cat. I am actually gonna go A. I love cats. I have had cats my whole life. I mean, look at me here. I am a cat on here. But it
You're the cat?
but you get like a mixed god damn it. You get like a nice mix of that in media, but it's always like cats are either, evil, they're always like there to alert the demon, or the cat is always the first thing killed by the demon. So I love cats. I think they're an A. They are a cryptid.
Yeah.
They're just like a nice little standard one. So you're both gonna get 1 point for cats. Now,
I will take it.
this one in particular, this is one of my favorites. Let me take you to the Isle of Man. I assume you know where everyone knows where the Isle of Man
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I do. They have a cool flag.
Yeah. I always got to specify Isle of Man because, it's that. If anyone who doesn't know, it's the area. It's a little island between Ireland, Scotland, and England, kind of more in the north of that little area between. So we are going to wait. Where did the description go? This one's got to be done a little bit different. So in the 1930s. There was a family on the Isle of Man. They had a daughter who said that her new friend would live in the walls and regularly talk to her. Now, the main thing here is that over time, the parents started to hear it too. This friend would begin to move things, give advice. It began to go spy on the townspeople and come back and tell the parents gossip.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Go off.
And that way they would know the secrets of the other townsfolk that the townsfolk claimed there was no way that they could have known.
Right.
The only real description of this particular thing was that it almost looked like a stretched cat or maybe a ferret.
Okay.
Cute. Oh.
That's pretty cute. It's just a little animal that chats you up.
Basically. Now, the
And
only problem
gossips,
is
okay.
that he would get a little mischievous sometimes. He would hide things around the house. If you tried to ignore him or you told him to go away, he would throw a fit, causing doors and windows to slam or shake. He would also give cryptic warnings about either your death or the end of the world, depending.
Oh.
In the
This just
30s,
sounds like if a cat had superpowers.
in the 30s, it said he tried to warn that somebody was going to die in a large-scale war.
Oh.
You know, somebody. He didn't go full specific.
It could have been more specific.
I mean, I guess he could have been, but
he goes down to like the full legal name and credit card information.
Yeah, here's
There's
their
definitely not
IP
credit cards, but-
address.
he would also put out the fires in the stove if they forgot to do so. He would wake you up if you tried to sleep in. And anytime a rodent got into the house, it was immediately and viciously slaughtered.
Damn.
Yeah.
Huh.
Good guy.
So,
To say, it's a pretty cool guy.
do you have any idea what this particular cryptid is called?
What did I call the what name did I give the last
You said
Some-
Mitzi.
No, not Mitzi. I said like Greg or like
Jerry?
Matthew, Jeff, something
Jeff?
like that.
Something like that, yeah.
It's got like a white, just like a man name.
Bob.
Bob.
So, Arva, what would you think this cryptid is called?
Oh man, I have no idea, but I love him.
No idea?
They're like, just like, I don't know. I'm gonna call it. I mean, just because it sounds similar, I'm just gonna rip off a name. It's the Cheshire Cat.
All right.
It's not.
That's fair.
But he sounds mischievous like it.
I can see it.
Does, yeah.
Fair, did you decide on a name you wanted to call this thing?
Oh, I don't know. You can just pick one of those.
Jeremy.
Is it, are you going with Jeremy?
I did. We'll do. Sure. We'll say Jeremy. Yeah, why not?
The name of this particular cryptid is Jeff the Mongoose.
No, I
No
said Jeff. That's
fucking way.
I said Jeff.
But that's why I was like, you said a lot of names as the things. I was like, which one? Jeff the
I said
Mongoose.
it's just like a man name. I knew it.
But it's
Damn.
spelled G-E-F.
Well,
Oh.
yeah. Well, it is the Isle of
So
Man.
he's a
Yeah.
little pick me.
So
Yeah, he spells it differently.
He spells Jeff different.
Jeff the Mongoose, also known as the Dalby Spook. Supposedly, he spied for this family. He got rumors, town secrets. He brought it back to them. He kind of looked after them a little bit. He played with the daughter. But he would also get angry if you tried to tell him to leave, stop, go away. He would steal your food. To me, it almost sounded like they had a homeless dude living in their walls. But he was active from like 1930 to 1936, I believe. Until the family eventually got tired of Jeff because they thought he was becoming more of a threat to their 13-year-old daughter. They sold the house and moved away, where they stopped hearing from Jeff. Now, the thing that really gets me, and this one fucking gets me every time, was the man who bought their house was basically a farmer, was turning their land into a farm, and he reports after his first week of living there, he found a large rodent right outside his house and hit it with a shovel.
He killed Jeff.
He killed Jeff the Mongoose,
Oh.
and he
Killed
never
Jeff.
reported anything coming from that house.
Oh.
I can't believe he killed Jeff, bro.
No hesitation as he was working. There was just a large rodent-like, almost ferret-like, weasel-like animal outside his house.
Man.
And he walked up to it. It was not afraid of him, but he just Gone.
Oh my god.
Poor Jeff.
Rest in peace, Jeff.
Good old Jeff the Mongoose.
Well,
So,
he'll be missed.
where would you rank Jeff the Mongoose?
Dead, I think.
You know what I mean.
I'm gonna say I'm between A and S on this one. He's a little scallywag.
Yeah. Out of respect for his death, too, I'm at an A between S. Because poor guy just got shoveled to the fucking head.
Yeah, he's got like his head is now concave.
One
I love
final
that.
bonk.
The very last thing. Yeah, the farmer bought the house, reported a large rodent trying to get into his house, so he just hit it with a shovel.
That's so sad, though. He like has a nice family, and they get sick of him, so they move away, which is understandable. He seems a little bit overwhelming. But
Yeah,
he just
I'm gonna
gets
give him an
absolutely
A.
killed.
Just because I feel like he'd be kind of annoying. Like, you're trying to like watch a movie and he's trying to talk to you and you're like, Jeff, shut the fuck up.
That's basically
Like,
what he did.
Yeah, and then you get mad.
Yeah, and then he'd be all pissy and like slam doors and you're like, oh my god, you're having a hissy fit.
It said
You're
that
like,
Cry
yeah.
about it.
it said that they would also hear him walking around in the middle of the night.
Oh, so he would be just like a typical rodent then. You would hear him skittering around in your house.
Well, his footsteps range from a skitter to what sounded like a full-grown man approaching you while you were
Oh
asleep.
my god, that's scary.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, and that's why
Okay,
they were
well,
like, this is a threat to our 13-year-old daughter. We're gonna move.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that he likes to gossip. I mean, go off queen,
Mhm.
but I
Right.
feel like he'd be annoying. Like, the novelty would wear off. I would visit with Jeff, but I would not live with Jeff.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I think that made my mind up also. I think he's an A. If he was like not as annoying and you could actually live with him, then if he was just like a roommate, just a chill guy, then he would be an S. But for the fact that family had to move away from him and the footsteps being like full men potentially, like a man walking around, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
I don't care
it
how
definitely
sweet you are,
ranged.
that's so scary. So that's an A for me. But the gossiping's funny. I like that. I like that he's a little gossip.
Yeah.
He's a
And
little
rest in peace
gossip
to
girl.
him.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jeff.
He's dead as hell.
Yeah, it was a shovel. So the
What a
score,
way to go.
the score we're at right now is Arba has 8 points, Farah has 9 points, because I also put Jeff at A. He's like a fun story, but
Nice.
if you actually had to encounter him, you'd probably be like, yeah, I think a day is enough with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just talks
I
too
get why
much.
he's a favorite of yours, though. He's so cool. I
I think
that.
he's probably just bored, you know?
Well, not anymore, but you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, that's true.
So
Not anymore. He'll never. May your
Yes.
gossips be great.
we will do, I think, 2, maybe 3 more if this one's quick.
Okay.
So this one is from America. The description of this cryptid is of a very retiring disposition, generally traveling at twilight and dusk. Because of its misfitting skin, which is covered with warts and moles, it is always unhappy. Hunters who are good at tracking are able to follow it by its tear-stained trail, for the animal weeps constantly. When cornered and escape seems impossible, or when surprised or frightened, it may dissolve itself into tears.
Oh,
I think
shit.
I know this one. I know this one. I've heard this one before. It's got a goofy name. I'm just trying to remember it.
I don't know if I know the name, but I know about the crying.
I
I've
keep
definitely
wanting to
heard
say
about
squirt, but that's like an inside joke that I have with VTEP, and it's like something like that, but it's not that.
This one
It's
does
like
have a
something
picture
like that.
too, so I'm just waiting to hit enter once I get these names.
Because
I
I've
don't know
heard
the
of
name
this
for
guy before.
sure.
He's big mood, like that's me actually.
But yeah,
This
I've
cryptid is
heard of
me.
him. The tears reminded me instantly when he's
This
always
cryptid is
weeping.
me.
I was gonna say that sounds like me in high school. Warty, mad, and cries a lot.
So,
I'm gonna call him. Pubescent Bigfoot.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. This creature is called the squonk.
Oh,
knew it,
so you're
dude.
close.
Dude, I knew it was something like Squart. I was like, it's like
You're so
goofy little
close.
name like that.
And here is
Yeah.
the picture of the squonk.
Oh.
Little
I
guy.
keep imagining all the ones that are on 4 feet, on 2 feet for some reason. I don't know. I imagine him like on 2 legs walking around like some
Walking around
like Moist
crying.
Critical.
Oh,
Looks
yes,
like
that
Moist
cryptid.
Critical kind of builds. Yeah, but no, he looks like an ugly real life Eeyore.
Aw, he is.
He is. Oh.
Poor little guy.
So does that mean he's not unkillable, but very hard to kill? Also because the fact that if he's just surprised or like cornered, he just turns into a puddle.
I would assume so. Like, you'd probably have to like really sneak up on him.
You'd have to be really good.
Yeah. Because the second he sees you, it's just, he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, that's cool.
He's very like, don't look at me.
Yeah, and then literally evaporates. Literally just goes away.
Exactly. So, where would you throw the squonk into the tier list?
Dude, S tier. Absolutely. First of all, his name is so funny. Squonk. Are you kidding me?
That's true.
And also, like, big mood, Squonk. Like, I feel you.
I sympathize with this crying creature.
I honestly S for sympathy because I feel bad for him, bro. He's like he just is so ugly. He like hates the way he looks. Anytime you approach him, he just cries.
He just cries more. I like the snot coming out of his nose. He's in like a deep
Yeah,
cry.
it's so sad.
So S for Farah.
I'm going to do A.
A
because I love him. He is a mood, but like, there's better.
Well, now Wag's crying.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you can do better. I honestly really like cryptids that are just like Jeff, that they just hang around. Like, there's lots of cryptids that are like evil and they want to kill you and stuff like that. So I love cryptids that are just like they're just there.
Yeah.
His name's really good though. No, I think I'm still gonna do A.
Squonk. I fucking love it.
Squonk's a good name,
dude.
though.
Squonk.
Squonk's an S tier name, for sure.
I do agree with Arva. I think he's an A tier simply because there's not a lot about him. It's mainly just that description. Like, if there was more, like, I would love to see a squonk randomly a video game. Like, you follow crying, you see, like, a creature just dissolve into tears. That would be like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and he could be for special loot, because if you manage to sneak up on him, you could actually kill him.
Don't kill Squonk. What did Squonk ever do to you? I honestly think it's part of his charm, like, because he just, like, dissolves into tears whenever you get close. They just don't know a lot about him.
Yeah, but...
That's true.
It's one of those, like, cryptids that you want to like a lot, but you can't really, there's like nothing about him, basically.
I think he's a Squonk is a goofy little guy.
It's basically just a college kid sitting in the corner crying.
Yeah, and I relate to that. That's why I give him an S tier.
I'm giving him an A tier.
I think I'm A, but I understand the S.
Yeah, I can see the S. I definitely can. I'm not going to argue the S tier. But it's more of a, me personally, he's an A.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We all agreed there. This one. Wait, no, let's go over to... Where'd you go? I have these organized, I swear. Let's do a little bit more here. Where the fuck did you go? Okay, this one is also going to be North America. So this cryptid was initially reported as being about 10 feet tall and 4 feet wide. It appeared to be in some sort of suit rather than being an organic being. It had a cow in the shape of an ace of spades behind a red round head. Set in the head were two eyes described as portholes, glowing green-orange, and the size of $50. The body was a metallic, armored structure lined with thick vertical pipes. It had small toy-like arms. Sometimes it is depicted as reptilian.
Oh shit.
Is it a politician?
I mean, basically, when this cryptid first appeared, it terrorized a household of 6 children, a mother, and their dog. It would slam windows. It used every method it could trying to get into the house. The boys ranged from 10 to 17. It did not inflict bodily harm, but man, it was like really looking to terrorize them. And it was said that I think it got shot with a shotgun, in which it did a small flip, was unharmed, and moved away to begin its terror again.
Damn.
A crocodile.
Crocodiles are little bitches.
An alligator.
Kaimon from Dorohedoro. I don't know actually who it is or what it is.
I've never heard of this one before.
You never heard? This one is the Flatwoods Monster.
Never heard of it, I don't think.
That's a pretty tame name.
Oh, you never heard of it? Here, hang on. There's a picture.
Give me a picture.
Yeah, here, let me
Oh, I just tabbed back into Squonk.
Here is the picture of the Flatwoods Monster.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, so that thing was basically like, imagine you're in your house scared and that thing like shattered a window next to you, grabbed at you, didn't really like try to get you, but like it wanted you to scream before floating away to the door and like ripping the door off the hinges. And when you shot it, it basically just like did like a little flip from the force and then just moved away to another window to shatter that one.
Wow. Ew, I hate it so much more now that I can see it. Ew.
Like his face.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It said that when they looked a little past the metal, it had more reptilian features, skin, mouth, teeth.
Interesting. Weird,
Right.
like little hat thing he has going on.
I know. Oh, fancy guy, but terrifying, and I would curb stomp it. But I wouldn't be able to, but I would like to.
So, yeah, that one is actually a pretty famous one in American folklore.
Really? Hold on, what did you say the name was again?
Flatwoods Monster.
I just want to look him up.
Mm-hmm. He's actually in video games.
Oh, Fallout 76.
I think that's the new one. He's in a lot.
Interesting.
Flatwood Monster. Man, I've never heard of this.
I've also never heard of this.
Ew, it's so creepy.
He's so yeah.
It's not known
Someone
if he
made
was.
a chair out of him?
Yeah.
I see it. Somebody made a chair.
That's terrifying.
So, it's one of those like they're not sure if it was like fully aggressive or like
right. If it's just like a shithead.
Exactly. Like, it probably could have taken someone if it wanted to. Obviously. But like, it really just caused terror and moved away.
Yeah, it's just like a really bad person.
And like I said, this one's more of a middle America, one of the more well-known ones simply because of the story. And when they went to investigate, they did see like all the windows were blown out of the house. There was shotgun blasts all over the place. People had heard like the gunfire, but you know, it's what year was it? Like 1930 or something? 1950. So it was 1950s in the middle of like farmland. They did report neighbors reported gunfire, which neighbors, miles away, as well as bright flashing lights.
It's like an alien.
Yeah.
That's one of the theories.
Some of the art of it looks like a candle also, like the way that its
Yeah.
little cowl is like actually the flame. Huh. Funky little guy.
Yeah.
Well, not little. They're actually pretty big.
10 feet. Well, because also said he may have been hovering, not walking.
Ah. Okay. I don't know.
I'm like between a B and an A. Wait.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where it fits. Because there's nothing too crazy.
I think I almost picked B just because like it's just like he's kind of, well, first of all, he's kind of an asshole. Like he just came and like vandalized these people's homes and terrorized them. And then he fucked off and like never came back. Like there's not a whole bunch of lore here. It's kind of just like this creepy ass fucking alien monster guy showed up and then pissed off and never came back.
Actually, there is another story of in the same area. There was a couple driving. Their car came to a sudden stop and refused to start. There was a sulfuric odor in the air. The couple started like looking around the car thinking they hit something. And then it basically rushed them. Like rushed and attacked them. It didn't kill them, but it damaged their car. So it just came sprinting out of the woods at them, full speed.
Oh my
slamming into the
God.
car.
Dude, oh my god, I would be terrified.
Okay,
I assume they
think I'll
got
put it at
back in
A
the
then.
car. I like it didn't say like how they got away from it. It didn't seem like it was specifically trying to kill them. It just like scared the shit out of them.
Yeah, it seems like it just wants to fuck with people really bad.
I think he's just an asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because of the bum rushing story, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
that adds a little bit to it. So I think I'll move it up to an A.
Yeah, it's pretty spooky.
Because that's pretty terrifying. And some of the depictions I've seen when I Googled it looked pretty cool. So
I like the
I think
chair
it's
they
A.
made of him.
Oh, I love the chair. That's my favorite.
The chair gets an A.
That's like their welcome sign to the
Yeah, to the
the
town.
Flatwoods too. I'm like, okay, that's strong. Yeah, I think A is fair.
A? Fair. Where are you putting them?
I'll stick with the. I don't know. I feel like. Sure, I'll go with A too because I just really like the way that he looks. Like the way that they described him. He looks so creepy and it's so like it's not just like an animal or like a human. It's like very alien like, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
All right. I too give him an A. He has pretty good. He's in a few games. The description is terrifying because like it's not like trying to kill you. It wants like to scare the shit out of you. And personally, if I'm on the side of a road with like no lights and the car stops and I get out, like what happened? And something comes full sprinting out of the woods at me and slams into the car, I would immediately shit myself.
Yes, absolutely. There's gonna be excrement everywhere.
Yeah, like especially that thing just like full force against like your car and shattering a window. We don't.
Yeah.
Depending on what sound it makes too, like it could be screeching the whole time.
Oh my god, if it screamed, I would just die. I would have a heart attack.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Ooh. Yeah, that thing's definitely an A, and it's in a few video games, so
yeah, that gives some extra points too.
yeah. Not really a movie of it, which I'm kind of disappointed. I think it'd make a good horror movie.
Yeah, it'd be good for like a psychological horror because like once again, you probably don't know that it's not going to kill you potentially.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like a short film kind of thing.
Yeah.
It only goes about
just
30
when it
minutes,
fucks with
40
you.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it leaves.
It leaves and the end is like it like sprinting at the car and it cuts right before it hits the car.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
That would
That
be. I
always
would.
gets me.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing anything dead like fast sprint towards me, no.
Yes, it's
Mm-mm.
awful. Well, we are all tied up, so we need to do one more.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we have to pick different.
No, you can pick the
letters
same
to
still,
break the.
if you get the name right.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
So, we'll
I think I've gotten
do.
one right.
You did actually. We'll do this one. So, according to folklore, this cryptid originated in the United States. I'll give you that.
Mhm.
To a resident of a small town named Jane Leeds, known as Mother Leeds. The legend states that Mother Leeds had 12 children, and after finding out she was pregnant for the 13th time, she cursed the child in frustration.
Oh.
When she was in labor on a stormy night while her friends gathered around her, the child was born normal. But after a few minutes, the 13th child changed to a creature with hooves, a goat's head, bat wings, and a forked tail. Growling and screaming, the child beat everyone in the room, including its mother, with its tail savagely before crawling up the chimney and flying away into the night towards the pine forest nearby. In some versions of this tale, Mother Leeds was supposedly a witch who had fornicated with the devil himself.
Why? What an asshole mom, dude.
Right?
What's her problem?
That's crazy.
Why you curse your own kid, bitch?
I mean, after
You
13
decided
of
to have
them.
13.
This
Well, maybe she
was
decides, but
this was in 1900, so she probably
I
didn't
know
have
this
much
one.
say in it.
yeah, okay. But
I know this
witching,
one.
cursing your child, you're a wicked bitch.
Yeah.
Curse yourself. Curse yourself to not have any more children. Do something like that.
She's like, God damn, I keep getting pregnant. Guess I'll
Basically.
turn this one into a demon.
Yeah, right? That's crazy. Ah. I don't think I know the name for this one either. Shit.
I do know the name for this one, so
Hang on, so Farrah knows, or would you like to take a guess?
So- I've learned today that I'm very bad with cryptids.
There's really obscure ones though.
Yeah.
I
Like
skipped
didn't
over.
like Jeff.
Yeah, I mean Jeff is a fun
Jeff.
one though.
It's true.
This one's I think more well known.
Oh yeah, I went a full like well known on this one.
Yeah. I feel like I do know this one. I just don't know the names of any of them.
That's fair, yeah. I didn't remember Squonk. I got close.
You did.
I don't think this one's right at all, but it's the only one that I know that's like similar to the description you gave. Baphomet.
Ah yes, the demon.
That's a good guess though. That's a good guess.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Is it the Jersey Devil?
It is the Jersey Devil. Farrah gets a bonus point.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That is the tale of the birth of the Jersey Devil, who, and if you haven't seen a
Demon
picture of
goat?
it, it's like a funny picture, and the depictions change, but like this is the basic what it looks like.
Look at his
What the
look,
hell?
so this is a goofy picture. His
Why
neck
the-
is so long.
See, I'm imagining something cool. Like a really cool, like a good mixture of goat and like I don't know what else. I guess it would be ew, it's so ugly. Oh my god. The more I look at it, the more is wrong with this picture.
That picture is from 1909.
Oh my god.
It's full
I like the
description.
shoes.
There's a
Or
few
hooves?
it
Oh my
shows
god.
the full
He's-
description, or I guess it kind of the most agreed upon, the common one. It's bipedal, almost kangaroo-like, with wyvern wings and a horse
Ow.
face with goat antlers, a leathery bat-like skin, and small
Ew.
arms with clawed hands. Now, in that devil tail. Now, what it does, basically, is there's some pine woods, and it's said to hunt in the pine woods. It lets out a blood-curdling scream before assaulting people. It'll do everything from, if it can kill you, it'll eat you. It'll hunt you down. It'll try to track you. It'll basically terrorize you. I think in one story it followed somebody home and like raked through their ceiling at them. But its scream is like it's like a human-like shrill scream as it's coming at you.
Yeah,
Ew.
like I mean, goats do scream like people, kind of.
Yeah. This is true. There was also a $10,000 reward for anyone who could capture the Jersey Devil.
I do think it's funny that which child? It's 13th, right?
The 13th child.
Yeah, and 13 is like an unlucky number. I think it's kind of funny that they were like, "Oh, which number should we pick?" Ah, 13, of course.
Well, 13 didn't always start out as the unlucky number.
Yeah, but I looked it up and it was unlucky by the time.
By the time
this
he was
tale
born.
came out.
Happened.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I wonder if this was like the origin or if it was before this, and I looked at.
Granted, if you were forced to have 13 children, you'd probably be like, fuck. Never
Dude,
again.
yeah, no, fuck that. I'd be no, absolutely not.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
And it converted to this demon looking thing like a few months, years after birth. Was it still like a
Minutes.
Minutes, yeah.
Oh shit! Fresh out the
Yeah.
damn.
Like it was
Fresh
born,
out of the oven.
it let out one scream and then quickly morphed into that and savagely beat, possibly murdered people in the room before crawling up the chimney and flying
Wild.
away.
Dude, that man. Bet that mom feels like shit now.
Beaten
If she's
almost to
alive.
death. Well, I mean, not anymore, but
She better not be.
beaten almost to death by her demon baby.
Well, the curse worked.
That is fair. So where would you throw the Jersey Devil in on this tier list?
Trying to think. It is a classic. I do this one's like a really well-known one, but
Oh.
I wonder, like, it's kind of one of those like don't go out in the woods stories, you know?
Yeah.
You tell your kids about the Jersey Devil
Yeah.
so that they don't go out
I
into the woods.
think I'm going to give it. Oh. C's too mean. I'll do B.
I was
I
gonna
never
say
heard of it,
B.
and it's kind of whack. It looks whack, and I would laugh if I ever saw this. I know I'd probably die, but I would laugh.
It does. It
And
is
then
a
I'd be a
little
little
goofy
scared.
looking.
I know the other depictions, the more accurate, like agreed upon one's a bit more scary, but the picture I'm seeing, I
That
would
was
laugh.
the very first one.
Yeah.
Like the first
Which is always
rendition.
gonna look goofy.
Yeah.
Just like the same with the oh god, the smug guy.
Oh yeah, the bear.
Yeah, the first depiction is so goofy also.
The Gambira.
So I'm sure he looks cooler in other depictions, but based on the picture I'm seeing, it just looks stupid.
Yeah, other depictions, he just looks like your standard, like, little demon.
Yeah, which I'm sure actually looks a lot more. Here, I'll look him up on the side. Farrah ranks him.
I think it's funny. Part of the reason I know of him is because of the New Jersey Devils.
Yep. The team was named after it.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm gay and don't even know about sports, so I didn't know there's a Jersey Devils.
But it's hockey. We're Canadian. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm a fake Canadian and I don't watch hockey.
Wow, dude. What the hell?
Oh yeah, see, I looked him. Okay, he looks a lot better in other depictions.
Yeah. He was also in quite a bit of movies and shows and games, including The X-Files. There's a Jersey Devil video game, The Wolf Among Us, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have to include that one.
Oh,
What We Do in the Shadows, Supernatural, basically the Jersey Devil is kind of like, he's within the top 5 of when you say cryptid, like this is one of the most famous ones.
Oh my god, and I didn't know him. That's so embarrassing.
Like it goes Bigfoot, Nessie, Mothman, Jersey Devil.
I have no idea. Oh my god.
Arva
Well.
flexing his cryptic lore here.
I know so much about cryptics. I'm so cryptid coded. Damn. Wow.
Yeah,
He
I
was,
don't know.
he was also in many amusement parks, Six Flags. He has a Jersey Devil coaster.
That's why I want to give him a B rank, because now it's like because I feel like part of the fun part of cryptids is like the mystery behind them. And when they get marketed a bunch, it's sort of like, oh, like when I was a kid, I used to be really afraid of Slenderman. And then there's like a million jillion Slenderman games and movies and merchandise, and it kind of loses its charm
Yeah.
when you market it so heavily like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
So
I
Farrah's
think a
going
B is a
B,
solid rank.
B, and B. Honestly, I put him at a C. Because like
That's fair.
Fair. That's fair.
Because like you
I was
said,
debating.
the fun of cryptids is like, you know, like a description, or you have like a warning story, like don't go in the woods, or you know, the Gumbiro gonna get you, or like the Wendigo. Even though the Wendigo is like marketed really well now, it's like, it's still very mysterious.
They haven't quite overdone it yet, though.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to overdo it.
It hasn't been like merchandised.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's still very much like just a cautionary tale. The Jersey Devil it's in so many video games, TV shows, movies. Like what was that one game that just came out? The card game, fucking Inscription. The 13th Child is actually based on the Jersey Devil. So
Damn.
it's one of those. He's definitely, because he's one of the higher, more well-known cryptids, it's just overdone.
Yeah.
Like even then,
Yeah.
I would rank Bigfoot, Nessie, Jersey Devil all at kind of a C to a B.
Mm.
Just it's too much, you know. It's too much. So we will call that one the last cryptid here. As a quick overview, the Gumbiro. Arva, you said that was an A. Farrah, that's a B. The Were-Tiger, you both put that C as just a don't wear short skirt cautionary tale. Arva, the Wendigo for you was an A. Farrah, that's an S. For the cryptid of the house cat, Arva's an S. Farrah's a B. Jeff the Mongoose, double A.
Yeah.
If you want, I know there's some, I can send you something that you can hear the whole story of Jeff the Mongoose. It is the most entertaining thing you'll ever hear.
Absolutely.
I laughed the entire time. For the Squonk, Arva, you said that's an A, and Farrah said S. Little crying college student in the corner. The Flatwoods Monster got an A from both of you, which, yeah. It was just a terrifying... That's the perfect thing, because it's like, we don't know what this is. It just terrified us. And then it's like, last sighting was it came sprinting out of the woods at somebody in their car.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good way to do it. And then the Jersey Devil, it's a B from both of you. It's a C for me. It's just very overdone, very overplayed.
I feel like I would change to a C, honestly. After the fact, I'll be just because, yeah, it loses its charm.
It really does.
I,
It really do. So with that, Farrah, you are the winner this week. You are the winner of the Cryptids.
Let's go, Cryptid
Yay!
Queen! Let's go!
Do you have a winner's speech?
Shout out to the New Jersey Devils hockey team. Literally never watch them. I don't watch that team in particular, so I don't know if they're good or bad.
Shout out to you. I don't know how you are in this sport, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring back house hippos.
Hippos.
Please.
Arva, do you have a loser speech?
I want house hippos, just like Farah, and also I'm a cryptid master, nailing every single one of the names tonight. I think I got all of them right. And also not knowing one of the most known cryptids, so I'm really I really shine tonight. I sparkle, baby.
Always. So thank y'all so much for listening or watching. I'm sure AFK will have fun editing this one. You can follow each of us on our socials. I am Sir Westy on Twitch, Westy HCC on Twitter. We have Arva on Twitch and Arva_69 on Twitter. And then Farah, we got Farah Silvertail on Twitch and Farah the Bat on Twitter.
Other way around.
Shit.
Close to them.
Shit. I looked at it too. Fuck.
It always
Sorry.
gets me.
Farah the Bat. God damn it. On Twitch, Farah Silvertail on Twitter.
There you go.
I looked at it to make sure my brain was like, what if we just swap these around really quick?
Every single time I have to do that, I get nervous and I mess one of them up.
I had a good
How
tracker.
many C's are in Westy's Twitter username?
I'm like, C.
It's like when you're spelling banana, it's like banana. Keep going. Banana. Fuck.
Too many. Go back.
Too many.
But yeah, thank y'all so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And if you disagree with our ranking, hang on, not yet. They're not allowed to leave yet. If you disagree with our rankings, you have to rank them individually yourself down in the comments.
And please be kind to me. I know I embarrassed myself today, but please,
if you
please don't be like, Arva's such a
S-tier,
flop. He doesn't know any cryptids. Please be gentle.
Wow, dude, how dare you not be a cryptid expert? Unfollow.
Oh my
How
god,
dare.
I know. Be gentle.
All right, now you're free to leave. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.